Yeah, last call, last call, last call, last call, last call, last call. Lights low, we about to set it off. Tiffany honey on the mic, yeah, we cutting through the top. Debates on deck, every ego getting checked. Bar reloaded in the building, better come correct. Sip slow, speak sharp, this the place where truth collide. Welcome to the last call, where the real ones never hide. It's the last call, baby. Pull up a seat, Tiffany honey in the spotlight, bringing heat. Debaters in the bar, yeah, they love to compete. Reloaded conversations, every night's a new beat. So settle in, lean back, let the stories unfold. Last call is the place where the brave get bold.
Hello.
Hi, how are ya? We got your doctrine in the house.
Hey.
I could have sent him a link, actually. I forgot. I'll just put that out there for us to have out there. Okay, guys. How you doing? It's another
Last call.
last call. Okay, so today we have, like we did it, we had a good debate this weekend. One of the debates, of course, didn't happen because of technical issues, and hopefully we can get that to you on this weekend coming up. And I was Theo and Courtney debate. It's Theo a modalist? I know we've all been waiting for that one. All right. I'm sorry. I'm pouring my drink. My bad. So
I'm sorry. I'm fighting with this dog. My bad.
So right now we can start with a recap, basically, of what happened yesterday. So 1 second, and we'll let that go.
What happened yesterday on the Bar Reloaded?
A little disappointed in your bars, man. One, I lost some bar bucks on you because you didn't say what I thought you were going to say. And two, last week, your freestyle versus Gideon was fucking fire. Like, what happened to me, man?
Got Lucifer versus Ewok from Star Wars. Well, I got to stick with a beam from Star Wars. I'm about to bar night. 40 busting all over the place. It's a bar fight. You taking this debate?
I engage in prayer before the proceeding into today's event. Our Father, which art in heaven.
This debate, my opponent, Ewok, must prove that African genomes exist in a total genetic vacuum, completely untainted by the lineages that shaped Neanderthals. But the hard genetic data...
I've been in contact with world-leading experts in paleogenetics, paleogenomics, and population genetics. About talk to the exact science without exception. I don't need to disprove it everywhere about everyone. I just need to show it fails somewhere about someone. And I intend to do far more than that.
All! You see what that says? You thought you was going to hang it up on the word all. In all sub-Saharan African populations, debate over.
The proportion
the ancestors
of a group NHRs that are NIRs ranges from 0.0 to 0.707 across populations. This is in the paper that he said I didn't read. They go
of its ancestry with moderns. It's right on the screen. So you're going to have to explain why DNA, mtDNA, and autosomes are shared between these two groups.
From chimpanzees, or that chimpanzees descend from us. Simply, we got the similarity from our common ancestor in exactly the same way that we got it from the Neanderthal, the common ancestor we shared with
humans. It literally is going to say that in that same paper. Model B and C. A is like, isolated ancestry. B, you see introgression with anatomically modern humans.
B. This proves ancestry of all Africans from the Neanderthal, the descent of them. But if you look over at the first one, A, anatomically modern human, that's what AMH stands for. You see, there's no gene flow.
DNA segments can reveal your ancestors. Did you even pay attention? Did you take notes? Or are you just going to die on that hill?
Anytime he's talking about gene flow, he must use words like introgression, admixture, sex, interbreeding, because that's how you exchange genetic information. But you don't create descent through gene flow. Descent is
I almost missed for the glory of the bar.
Oh, no.
For the glory of the bar. Yeah, Ryan, if you did not see the debate with Ewok and Joshua, that debate was fantastic. It was
I was over here like, look at my barbarian.
yeah, like it was for his first debate, and they were going toe to toe like
They had the
that.
same energy, like
Yeah, and it was like they were going off of like the same source, which was also cool because you don't usually see it. So it's like they had the same sources. Ewok had like emailed the scientists, and it was a lot.
the
It was
people
a
that
lot
wrote the
going on.
paper.
Yeah, like it was, man, that was a fight. That debate was really fire. It was really fire. It was. I'm glad I wasn't a judge. We had Ewok, who is a known atheist, give a prayer at the beginning of that. How do you think about?
Oh, so I missed the beginning, so I went back and watched it today, and that was pretty funny.
Man,
Because he was so
listen,
serious when
he
he did.
was.
He's like,
I didn't
"My
know
Father
what to
who art in
do.
heaven, hallowed be thy
And
name."
that name, right? Then he spoke in like African languages. I was like, now hold on, like what's the because I did like expect for at some point in time in his prayer for him to break, like, and it to be funny or him to say something crazy. And it was just so serious. I was just like, I don't know. It's very moving. I
And then
know
at
he's
the
an
end, for the
atheist, so it's like,
glory
what?
of the bar.
Yeah, for the glory of the bar. Like, oh man. And then
And
especially right after Joshua did all of his rapping, bitch and faggot this, and he was like, yeah, do that dumb shit. He's like, I would like to pray. I was like, man, this is okay. Didn't expect that.
well, and he actually, I have to give it to Joshua because he conceded pretty fast with going first. Normally, he would have argued to go second longer than that.
Right, honey.
So
He did. He thought a lot of stuff. He was like, what? You know what? This is his first debate.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, whatever. Like, thank you. Yeah, he did. And but he was like, well, you have the same sources, you're arguing with the um emails from the doctors in the source. I mean doctors, the scientists in the source. You're emailing a lot of the people from other sources. You guys were bringing the source up and just seeing it in different ways and saying it says this, and it was it was awesome. That was a really good debate. Uh,
Yeah, I'm
we
really proud
did
of
have,
Ewok for his first try.
yeah, his first debate. That was good. He didn't have. Now I was surprised with the his premise round. Kind of sounded like a rebuttal round already.
Yeah, I don't know if he had a premise exactly, so.
Yeah, so it was like he rebutted, but it flowed through first and second round. Like I was thinking he would run out of stuff. Like if you do all of this in his first round, what's gonna? But no, it like flowed straight through to the second round. So it's like okay, and then it's like the slides for the debates. I mean the slides for the question and answer.
Yeah, I don't. So did they agree to that?
He does ask people to agree to it beforehand. But I thought it would be like one or two. I didn't think he would have like a whole slide for each question. You got a slide. Like it can hurt or harm you, right? Because in some ways it can make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about, and then you know what I'm saying. In another way, it could definitely seem because he definitely was browbeating him. He was beating him down with the things like that. But it also makes it seem like you don't know the information on your own.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like his first round hit because Joshua came in on that second round like, like
On fire.
ah!
And then they both had like the other one slides.
Yeah, no, that was a really good debate on both
Oh
sides,
man. Yeah,
and it came
so
out a tie.
Yeah, it came out a tie. They agreed to keep it a tie and not go by the numbers or whatever if we did add them up. So it's a tie. Uh, what else? So the slides in the debates, a lot of the debaters said that they liked it. I'm gonna say like I feel like if you agree to it, yes, but I still want to limit it to like two or three. I don't feel like you should have another presentation round.
Yeah, no.
And
Mhm.
and, and the information has to be information that you brought already in the debate. Like the slides would have to be slides you already presented.
And I feel like the question and answer round just go like it's better when it's like rapid fire, just back your questions back to
Yeah,
back. Like,
because you have to know the subject. And if you're reading some like you're not showing that you know the subject. So it's a little more difficult.
that's true.
Also because of the think about making changes about so like our judges were taking like a long time, right? Well, one I had got it back pretty soon, but our other judge had taken a while. Blue, he doesn't usually, so I'm not gonna be upset too much about that. But I feel like if I end the show and then start the next show,
Like the after show and then do the
yeah,
results on
and
there.
I could do
Yeah.
the results there, it would give time for the judges to deliberate, get in their stuff and everything else, so that by the after show, when people are talking and doing everything, then I can give out the judgment there. And we're
Yeah.
not just holding up the debate. You know what I'm saying? The debate stream could be just that, the debate.
Yeah. I think that's a
And
good
then
idea.
yeah, then we do an after show where we read the results.
I think that's a good idea. And then it just gives the judges a little bit more time. Because if they had to like rewind something, they might be a little
Hmm.
bit behind, like
So I think that was one of the things, one of the changes. We getting it together, you guys.
yeah, I don't
So
know if people know how this debate league just popped up out of nowhere. It
I
wasn't
don't
like
know,
the
honey.
plan.
I was I was fighting it. I was like, no, no, please, we're not doing a debate league. No.
But we got all the debaters and people want to debate, so
Right. When you got so many debaters, it's like, okay.
well, we have 17 now, right? Because
Yeah.
we have
Oh
another
yeah, because one of
fallen
them
barbarian.
ran. He ran, he said hallelujah. But the crazy thing is that he popped up at the debate.
He
I
wants to
was
be
shocked.
around. He loves us. He just, I don't know. I don't know what happens with people. They act like they just
Yeah.
can't tell us they love us.
Like this thing right here, not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah, what happened? You challenged everybody. And then Apollo is looking for you. Like, bro, like,
Right. Everybody is. That's not happening. So we're not doing that. Um, and then we just did the one debate, but the Theo versus Courtney debate is still up.
hopefully it should be this weekend, right?
Yeah. So we got this belt up on the line for the 6-man tournament. And we have our 6 men.
This is going to be good.
All right. So we got Hemi, the barbarian, Emmanuel, the bar knight, Ewok, the barbarian, Theo, the bar knight, Apollo, the barbarian, and Mike, the bar knight. So our first two is going to be Ewok versus Mike and Theo versus Apollo. Bar
Oh, I
knight versus
wonder
barbarian.
what kind of topics they're going to come up with.
Right. That's what
Should
I'm
be
saying.
interesting.
Now, just so everybody knows, yes, in this tournament is the same as any other debate that they can have. They can choose a team. It's usually two people. A It's a what is it? Like usually you can choose a barbarian, somebody else, or two barbarians or whatever. But you get it two people, right? That you want as your debate team to help you get your stuff together, get some information together, and all of that stuff. Hi, people in the chat. Thank you, Nerdy Brew. So we're gonna get them in their negotiation rooms sometime today. After they do the face off, we're gonna wait 2 weeks and then we're gonna start um the debates.
So we should hopefully have this done in like 2 months maybe.
Yeah. I want to map it out as about 10 weeks because if we do the face offs, then 2 weeks, okay, bam, bam. Then we do another face off 2 weeks after that, bam, bam. Then another face off, then we get the championship round. That's what we hope, right? What happened? These matchups though.
5 debates, right?
Yeah. 5 debates altogether. Hemi and Emmanuel skipped the first round. They're the first Bar Knight and Barbarian that's gonna go to the second round. The matchups, Mike, after Ewok's performance, I don't know, Mike, you might have a time on your hands.
We're gonna have to get you in that back room and get you together. You gotta get ready.
Yeah, because Mike, I can't. Well, because we can't find Mike's debate. I was, their time teamed up like that because they both had one debate, but we can't even find Mike's debate. And then Theo and Apollo, they kind of have similar, like, I guess, records, but I think that'll actually be a good debate.
Yeah, because they have very different. Maybe Apollo will finally get his Angel of the Lord.
Oh Lord,
debate.
Man,
because I don't think Theo believes that. So,
and I don't think Israel Williams gonna come forth.
I don't either.
So yeah, we're gonna have to do that one, and then Theo and Apollo are gonna be that's gonna be different, and it's gonna be high strung, that one.
Oh yeah,
both Ewok and Mike are kind of calm.
Voice I don't know. People. Ewok ain't calm during the debate. He was on Joshua level.
Well, they're calm voices though. Like their voices are kind of calm. That's all I know. I can't.
Ewok has like else. One of those like. How do you explain? Like the Wizard of Oz when he's behind the curtain, he has like one of those big booming voices. And I feel like Mike doesn't talk that much to us, so I don't really like.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've heard him go off, but I don't know how he does it in the debate.
But he has information, so.
Absolutely, yeah. Now that's one thing. They can fight over the church fathers. Also,
the Trinity.
I was thinking about, me and Neo was challenging Trinity people.
Is Neo going to debate though? Team. Cause we could talk about people that don't debate. Because Neo, I don't see him debating. He was ranked #1 over there in the other tournament at first, and then he got taken out. I ain't never seen him debate. Even today, I heard him talk about something he ain't gonna debate. So is Neo gonna debate?
We're gonna do a tag team against some Trinitarians.
Cause I'd like to see it. Cause Neo has a very different view of the Bible than most people. I know. And a lot of information as well.
I think I'll stay challenging. What? You heard me. Himmy.
Neo need to find somebody to debate him on dragons.
I love being dinosaurs.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Also, another surprise with this tournament is a co-host, Silky.
Oh yeah,
Silky D Almighty
from the Silk-Eyed Kingdom.
Yes, over in Silkadonia. Over there. So we're gonna have him come because he's a great MC, and just to keep it hype and keep it fun, we're gonna have him come help us co-host some of the things and get everybody hype about the tournament.
Okay, well, here comes Silky. Well. well,
that's how he was yesterday. You did okay. The offense. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I'm excited about the tournament. It should be good because I'm excited to see Ewok's next debates as well. Like,
yeah, I want to see him going forward. Like, what's happening? I want to see him and Mike because I've seen Mike in the back chats and I've seen him argue like that, but it'd
yeah,
be
I didn't
cool to
see
see
his
him on
debate
stage.
because I don't really watch that other channel, so I didn't see that debate. And now that we can't find it, did we ask Jesse? He don't know where it's at neither.
It's not on the air. I mean, it's not there. We can't find it at all.
Uh,
They had taken down like some of our debates. Me and Emmanuel feel you.
you got to remove the evidence.
Yeah, people get emotional. They just take stuff down. They don't care who it affects. Because I think a lot of stuff happened with that debate surrounding the debate, but still, it's still somebody's debate though.
Right, they still showed up and came.
Like people come, they put time and effort behind that stuff, and so I like for it to be. I like to show it off. Also, if you all watch our like back chat conversations, you can kind of sometimes get the gist of where these debates come from because it usually comes from people arguing and going back and forth and still not feeling like their point is being heard. So it ends up in a debate. Now in the tournament, probably won't be like that, but they have probably argued at some other point in time and have topics ready for each other anyway. Besides Ewok and Mike, I don't know if they did, but Ewok once again is a atheist and Mike is a Trinitarian. So
Yeah, it should be interesting.
oh, okay. Well, anything else we got? Oh yeah. We had an impromptu show about love. About whether love is unconditional. And my kids joined us on that one, so that's a little interesting. I'm saying my children, but they're grown, but still, they're my babies. So that was an interesting live. It was impromptu because we were just arguing about it while waiting on Courtney, and ended up going live with it. What else? Is it any? Let's see. Well, since we got done talking about, I say love. Some love is unconditional. Hemi.
Like parent to
They weren't
child
agreeing with
love is
us.
unconditional. Like, hold on,
Sometimes.
I'm sorry.
I'll say sometimes. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes people don't have that. They're selfish. They want things to themselves, and that's okay. But
Don't get Hemi started. We dropped the link for anybody that would like to come up and give their opinions on the
unless there are
debate.
conditions, no, because they had conditions pinned on. People kept saying love is conditional because people would leave relationships or they would leave stuff, and well, then your love was conditional. No, you can still love the person and not be around them.
But I
The
don't think
condition was
romantic
on the
love.
relationship.
Yeah, I don't think romantic like love should be unconditional. Like I have conditions to be with you.
Right, but that's still the relationship, not the love. Right, like I can love you no matter what. And then you we're in a relationship, right? And I love you no matter what, and
Yeah, I
you
don't
do
know.
something
I
to
can't hear you. Are
disrespect.
you still talking? And all of a sudden went mute.
What?
Hello?
Why does it do that?
I don't know. When Hemi came up, it did that, and then now he left. I could hear you again. But
Oh
it's
my
like your thing
god.
was moving. I could see you were talking, but I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah. So I was saying if it was okay, let's try again. So when it was I'm saying like if I love you, I can love you unconditionally. And you do something to disrespect the relationship. So now I can't be with you because you don't know how to be with me in a relationship. That doesn't mean I don't love you. It means I can't
but
have a relationship with you.
But I feel like I'm probably gonna like fall out of love with you. Because if I'm in love with you, then like usually you have on like those rose colored glasses and the things people do, you don't notice as much.
I mean, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Hear me?
I can. He's on mute.
I'm here. I was muted while y'all was talking.
I know. I was trying to bring you up without it
I want to
making it where she can't
respond.
hear
Can y'all
me.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, not so Tiff. So one, there's a difference between being what we call in love. Is not about the actual like loving somebody. That in love is that like infatuation, butterflies type feeling that comes and goes throughout the relationship. Loving somebody is something that lasts forever. Like you don't be in love with your children. You're not in love with your mom. You're not in love with your cousins, but you love them. You see what I'm saying? So
That's
you
what
can
I
love your
said.
partner. Yeah, but what I'm saying is loving someone and being in love is two different things, right? So just because you fall in and out of love with your partner, don't mean you don't love them. You don't have those butterfly type feelings or whatever anymore, but you still care for them deeply. You still cherish them or whatever. You just don't have the little whatever infatuation that we tie to what we call being in love.
I don't know, like, cause like my ex, like I had love for him, like I loved him at one time. To like right now, no, I don't really care. No.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I
But then
just
is it
think,
really love though?
is it really so? But
Was that
and I
really
guess
love
that
if you no longer, because people who I've loved, I love. If I actually loved you, I love you now. Like I might not be able to deal with you, and I might slap the fuck out you, but I love you regardless.
I mean, I feel like because
yeah,
it's been like with this particular person, it's been so long, I don't even know you anymore to me. Like, so I don't like, I had love for you. I care about the person I loved then, but now, this many years later, I don't know you.
yeah. I
So
think
you
people
love a memory.
confuse relational boundaries and conditions with conditions of love. I don't think they're the same. I think you can absolutely
Mm-hmm.
love someone and have boundaries and that are pertinent to the type of relationship you have with that individual. And once they break those boundaries, you can do whatever it needs to be for the relationship and still love that person.
Yeah, that's what I was arguing with them about. The fact that you can lose that and still love. You can lose the relationship and still love somebody, and they're like, well, if you leave the relationship is done, they broke, this, so now you don't love them. Like, no, you still love them. I just you can't respect this relationship. This isn't something that you can do. And because I'm accepting you and all of you, and I love you regardless, then I'm gonna love you, but I'm gonna step away from the relationship. Doesn't mean I won't help you out. Doesn't mean that I want to be there for you. Doesn't mean I want to, be a shoulder to cry on. Doesn't mean that I don't wish you the best in everything you do. But I can't do it with you because you don't know how to relate to me like that in a relationship.
Because you have conditions, right? For the relationship, you're saying, not the love.
Right. Yeah, I definitely have conditions for my relationships, but that doesn't mean I have a condition for the love for you. I love you. Let's say if I actually love you, right? Not love what you can do for me, not love the fact that you got a house and I'm homeless, but I love you, and that would mean taking everything that the person is and accepting them for it all.
Yeah. I feel like romantic, but I don't feel that way. I feel like that's conditional. Like your child, like your mom, dad, your kids, like your family. I feel like that's
I
more
mean, but it's more than
unconditional.
romantic. You do that with your friends. You take them for what they are, regardless of the things that you don't like about them, you like about them, anything, the stuff that they do that gets on your nerves, like that's just them. And you
That's true,
accept
because
them
I
for
still
who they
love
are.
Himmy. Oh, Himmy. He on mute. Yeah. Because when you love someone again, you accept a lot more things that they do. Because sometimes you don't even see it because you're in love. Did Himmy drop off?
Himmy dropped off. He said love is involuntary, not unconditional. It is both.
Right, because you can't choose who you love.
I do think that it is situational. I agree with that. Like, I'm not saying every time you love somebody it's unconditional, but I'm saying that unconditional love exists, and they're saying that it doesn't.
Oh no, I say it exists. I just think it's like between like family and child and parents.
I think it could be more than that. That's what I'm like, because I know people with parents that no, that would not be unconditional love. And then, you got people who, I know parents who give more love to, like their man or woman than their children.
Yeah, but I feel like those people, like, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that love their kids,
Those
we know, I know
people.
there's bad parents out there, right? That don't like the kids, don't. But I'm saying, like, most parents, they're gonna save their children first before they save themselves.
Yeah, I guess.
Not all, but I'm from the. I think people should have to pass a test to have kids, but it's just
Okay.
me.
Leandre Jr. in the house. When did he take Tiff's computer?
What? Like, you should have to take a parenting class
My
if you
gosh.
have kids. I feel like, because it's like not something that's like easy.
Leandre and Joshua, come and get your sister. Yeah, I do think parenting classes definitely should happen though. Parenting classes are kind of good.
Yeah. Especially for like brand new parents, like your first time at least, like you don't know. Like, we should warn people, like get them ready for what's about to happen, because I feel like a lot of people don't.
Well, people be, especially those young parents, they think that they know it all. They got it all. People are going to help. That help is going to be enough. Like, you don't know. And it's hard to explain. You know how people say, let's see, let me hope this isn't a Hemi analogy. You know how people say, that, like, you can't fathom God's, like, infinity, right? Because he has no beginning and no end. Right, so there's something that you can't fathom, because to us everything has a beginning and ending, right? And to me, that's like how you could try to explain parenting. Like, it's hard to explain that you're on call all of the time, right?
Somebody
like, that's the difficult thing to explain and grasp that concept of all the time.
Well, a woman explained it one time, and she was like, it's like that you have like a piece of your heart that's like walking around by itself.
Yeah, like your heart outside your body. You do, and it's doing dangerous things and doesn't know it. Right? But it's just as a parent, just all the time, people think you get a break. When they're asleep, you still don't get a break. If they go somewhere, you don't get a break. If somebody is babysitting, you're still not getting a break, because you're constantly thinking about what's going on with them, what are they doing, what's this, what's that. It's hard to like grasp the concept of all the time until you're literally on call like that all the time.
Yeah, like
So
24 hours a
yeah,
day,
when you're
7
telling
days
people
a
that,
week.
they're like, "Oh no, I got it. I can do this. This is nothing. I got help." Not 24/7, you don't. And when you got that migraine and you're trying to use the bathroom and you need to cook and you need to wash the dishes or clean the house and you need to wash the baby and get the bottle and they don't want to stop crying and you're overwhelmed and you still have work in the morning and all of these things, there's no amount of help. Like there's nothing. People already have their own lives. Right? So it's hard to explain. So that's why a lot of people jump into parenthood and then they don't know. And then of course you have baby daddy, baby mama as a status symbol, where people think that's a way to just stay in somebody's life and not
Oh,
realizing that
yeah.
you have to actually take care of the fucking child. Like you can't just have it to be a status symbol in this other person's life. That makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like kids are just like the biggest responsibility that you can make in life. And so I think that some people don't take it seriously as they should.
Yeah, it's like, oh man. Then you're married to the person you had them with forever too. Like forever. Like it don't stop at 18 because when they get married, guess who's showing up there? Both of
Right.
you. Like you know what I'm saying? When they have kids, both of you are going. When they have, graduations from college and stuff, like both of you are going. Like everybody's going.
Right. You don't like the daddy, but he got to walk her down the aisle. Like, what are we talking
Right.
about? Like, but I saw like healthy like co-parenting with like members of my family. Like my aunt, her son's father, he just be around. She's married, got a new husband. He'll come over, spend the night, hang out. Like they just be chilling. Like everything's cool. But then once he got a new girlfriend, then that's when it changed. But I just feel like as an adult, you have to get over it because now you have a child and you have to do the things for them. It's not about you anymore because you decided to have this child.
Right. Kind of.
Well, I mean, I
So
still think you should do the things that make you happy as a person, right? Like you still have to do that. But I'm saying like you got to focus on your kid too.
yeah,
Like,
that be the problem when you do all of that and they get older. You be like, listen, I did my time. I did that.
that's
I
when they're
stopped
worse.
everything in the
Teenagers?
world. I stopped everything in the world for you. Now you're grown. Have a good day.
No, I feel
Okay,
like
no, that's not the case. They get
uh,
grown and they're like, okay. And they get grown and regress. It's like they get grown and then they realize, like, oh, wait, I'm actually grown. Wait, no, let me go back.
well,
Now
I
I need
feel like
help.
because my mom died when I was like 22, right? And so I felt like that was like a really crucial time of my life where I was like becoming an adult that
hmm
I needed my mother as
hmm
opposed to even when I was a child, right? Like,
Right, yeah. Because that's what it is. Like, as soon as they get to be adults, they're like, oh, shit, I'm an actual adult. No, wait. Hold
no, I'm
on.
not.
Let
No,
me
I'm
figure
not.
out how to do. I don't know how to do any of this adult stuff. Ah, y'all taught me the kid stuff. I need to learn the adult stuff now. It's like, oh my gosh, my kids are more needy as adults.
And I feel
So,
like around that age too is when you start realizing that like, okay, I'm not old. Cause 18, 19, you like, I'm an adult.
I got it from here. No, I don't. Never mind. Just one more question. We're like, okay, but we should get some kind of debates on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we need some different topics. More social topics.
For sure. I know Joshu is in the
Politics.
Joshu was in the comments. But he be wanting the Hebrew, right? I don't like GD and Capone came up here the other time, our last show. I totally forgot, like, bro, like I forgot people thought like that. even Gideon and Joshua's debate, it was like the world isn't that old. The Bible didn't say so. Like what?
Yeah,
What
I
happened?
was like, huh?
Are we still there in 2026? What's going on? Like what? Wait a minute. This can't be the argument, right? So I
And
think we
there's
got a
just
lot
like,
more work to do.
yeah, and there's the internet, and there's so much for people to learn. But I feel like it's like you learn something, and then no, there's other people not learning it. So then when they learn it, it's like you're looking like, damn, you didn't know that.
But I'm saying like, okay, when the arguments were new a long time ago, I could see people like falling for that. But when you had so many times that it's been debunked over and over again, it's like,
But some of the
why are
people
you
are
still thinking
new,
like that?
right? Some of the people back here are new, and it's like their first time hearing these things.
But who's teaching them the crap in the beginning? Like, and then you're coming out to debate it. Like, you couldn't have never. My thing is, what are you researching that didn't give you the opposite side? Like, when you have a pseudo thought, when you're researching that, you're definitely getting the information that's telling you that it's wrong.
They're not researching it though. A lot of people just using
Oh
Google
yeah,
AI.
I'm giving too much credit.
You got to remember, we a little bit older than some of these people. You know, we grew up having to look into the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Right? Yeah, right. Get
Yeah.
actual sources from books. So yeah, ouch. Yeah, because I'm just looking like, what? I mean, if you look this up, you're definitely going to see um that the world is 3 billion years old. You're definitely going to see that, you know what I'm saying, people aren't 6,000 years old. Like, you're going to know this.
Right, like, and the Earth is not anywhere near that level.
Yeah, so it's just like, where, like, why do you think that? Why do you think that you're from the Levant?
I
Why
I
do you think that the slave trade is heavily documented?
I I just feel like, because when they hit you with "Where's the boats," I'd be like, oh my god.
But where's the boats? We don't know.
Oh, but I just feel like in America, because people have been told that they have no history for so long, that they started believing it. But you do have a history. And when you put your history up next to other people's history, they can't tell you any more than what you can tell them about your own history here in America. Because nobody really knows their great grandfather, great great grandfather, great 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 great. They don't know that. Most people only know 3 generations back. And then if you go to most of these
Right.
other countries that have been made after our country has been made, they don't even have the census records that we have, or any of the documents that we have to prove who we are or where we come from. So I think that people are like searching for that, but I don't
No, we're
get it, because then
mischaracterized.
they don't go do their DNA test so it can tell them where they're from. They're like, that's fake. I'm not
That's the
using that.
white man science. It's not real. That is for entertainment only. You got to do your genealogy.
But as soon as they need a DNA test for that baby, they trust it. So I don't know.
Honey. They could tell you. I know they could tell me that, but not for anything else. I see one of them said it before. Then they said trust your genealogy, right? And they caught one of them trying to change their genealogy to change the one of the people on there to being like a Native American.
And then it's like, why you want to steal these other people's history? Like, we have a rich
Because they
history of
have
our
been
own.
colonized
Like,
and they're actually not proud of where they are from or what they are here.
like, it's like anti-African to me, being Hebrew Israelite, being Abo, like all of those things. Because if you're an African American in America, you have all kinds of DNA usually. Like, so we're a little mixed up here. So we're a whole new people now. And
I
our
know that's true.
ancestors fought for us to have a voice in
And that's what they do with it.
this
Martin Luther
country.
King did not walk with a million people for you to sit here and say that you're American or original Aboriginal American. That's crazy. And it doesn't even make sense. Like, you're literally saying you're like a different species of human, first of all.
Right,
That's
like,
dumb.
because when did you get here? What are you, like, Homo Americanus or something? Like, what are you?
Homo Americanus is crazy. We gotta start calling them Homo Americanus.
No, and I'm not saying, like, some people probably do have Native American ancestry because of the history in America. We had some people that were free and never were slaves. We had some people that were maroons and joined different native tribes. We had, like, so I'm not saying that some people aren't going to have that DNA in them, but it's not all of us.
Yeah, and it's not prominent. Like, you might have like a 0.8%, 1%, 1 to 8%. It's not that prominent, and it's like, if it's not that prominent, why are you making it what you are, right? Like,
right.
Oh, I'm just like, I'm, a Native American now. How? When? Okay, so but you have European ancestry too, but you're not claiming to be European.
Right.
You have
Why they don't want
Neanderthal
to be
DNA.
white?
You're not claiming to be a Neanderthal. Like, you're not claiming to be all these things where you have probably more percentage of that than Native American. So it's like weird. Like, you're the picking and choosing of these things, and then it's like, I don't really see, like, Lucky. That was one of the first person I debated over at the debate league, Psychopathias. He has debated a lot of the abos, right? They won't come off their channels, and they don't necessarily debate the stuff that they're saying. Like, I would love to see that. To prove it, show it.
Yeah.
Because it's been, I've seen plenty of shows showing African Americans, showing the slave manifests, showing all of these things that we can go back to with our own history. But it's like, you all don't really have that, but you're claiming all of this and claiming to know so much, and disrespectful to Africans and African Americans. But it's like, how? Because you hate your own lineage is wild.
No, and there's literally a history of the slave trade. These people had insurance on their slaves. Like, there's records.
Right. Like, I brought this up in my debate against Taz.
It was a business.
Like, they insured them because they wanted them to be, I think it was something in the insurance too, where it was like they were more viable alive than dead and stuff.
And culturally, like, you were looked down upon if you didn't treat your slaves properly.
Up here. Now, if we went to South America, that's different.
Oh, yeah, they had a whole different culture. They was going to work until you die.
They didn't care. It was like, it's millions more where these came from. Well, it was hard to get up here. We had to go down there, come through some channels. It was the rougher waters to go straight here, which is why you see them stop down there first and then come up.
No, and they didn't want slavery here. Like, I was doing some research probably like a week or two ago, and Thomas Jefferson actually in the original like Constitution tried to put in there that there would be no slaves, and he's the president that owned the most slaves out of everybody, right? And he tried to put it in there, but I think it was South Carolina and Georgia weren't for it, and so that didn't happen.
Absolutely.
But that was like in the 1700s that Thomas Jefferson was trying to put that in there. I was like, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because everybody didn't necessarily want that or see.
Well, he had like 600 slaves. He had a whole, like, Monticello had a whole conglomerate of them.
Yeah, it was like, but I mean, with everything that they did to try to make it okay, right? They had to do a whole lot of stuff from the Bible. They was using everything to try to make it like, oh yeah, like it's cool what we're doing.
Well, and he was having sex with his, so he got a whole family of black people.
Maybe. Well, you know, Virginia was peddling slaves, and
Right.
they were the ones that made that law where it was like if the mother was a slave, then the child is a slave.
Was still a slave, right?
Yeah.
And so that's how I hit people with like, because they'd be like, "You're white," and I'd be like, "But I would have been a slave still." So
Yeah, if your mother was slave, your mother was, you would still be a slave. So it's like, yeah, you would have still been out there because they don't, yeah. And they did that because they were messing with the women.
No, and it was
Which is
like
kind
in
of
the
crazy because
family because
at one time you're saying that they're not human, right? You had these scientists with the scientific racism trying to say there are different species, they're inhuman, all this stuff. But on the other hand, like you want to have sex with them and let them have children.
well, even like with Thomas Jefferson, right? Like Sally Hemings was Martha Jefferson's sister.
Mm-hmm.
The daddy gave her to him as like a present for their wedding, I believe, if I remember correctly. And so even like the kids he had with both of them, they were cousins because their mamas were sisters.
Mm-hmm. Just ghetto.
Right. And if the president of the country is doing that, how many other people in the country do you think are doing it as well? If on that level it's being done. So
we went all down this to say that it's heavily documented. So
to
that's try to say that we won't know.
With like the Hebrew Israelites, right? Like that would have been documented if there were all of these Israelites that were coming over as slaves because they would have been literate. And so it's like the Muslim people that came over. There's documents of them coming over and they knew
and they were
that they were
literate.
Muslim and they were literate.
Yeah. Sometimes more literate than the slave owners.
Right.
So yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, where's the slips? How about ships? Where's the manifests? How about that?
There's there's a website I think it's called slaveship.org or something like that. You can see all of that. It's there. It's a whole website.
Well, Sean used to go to and trace that. I watched Sean trace the whole thing all the way back, all through the slave. It tell you who was the captain, how many people was on it, the names of the people on it, who they were sold to. Like it's they kept records. People be acting like it's so long ago. Like we have records from like BC era,
right?
And
the Bible.
What make you think we don't have records a couple hundred years ago? Like it's not that long ago.
No, and when they're like, where did the ships go? It became illegal to sell slaves, so they moved the ships onto a different industry and started using them for other things.
It was literally just cargo ships, right? So they're just putting different cargo on it. Like y'all tripping. So I would.
It's like they wanted them to put them in
a abo. But like I said, they don't never come outside. They don't come outside. So.
Because you can't really debate that and back that up.
I mean, they be talking like they can, so I be wondering to put their money where their mouth is. Oh, God. Thanks, Joshua. Because I'm not putting them other comments up there. He's crazy. So yeah, that was our spiel on Abos and Hebrews, and I do want them to debate that the I don't know. I've seen some FOI debates or NOI debates about to happen. I definitely want to see that. What I think that one is gonna be paid, like pay-per-view or something on DMT's platform. So I probably won't see that because I ain't paying for nobody's debates. But Khalil Shabazz, FOI. I just want them to talk to like actual Muslims and try to see like that debate. I want to see like when they try to figure out which one is like the actual Muslim, right? Which one
Well, I mean, actual Islam, right? Like, not.
I don't know because
I mean, I
I
feel
feel
like the
like they
NOI
are.
is a offshoot.
I like
The
the
NOI
NOI
is
is American.
American. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinx.
But but they claim that it came from out the Quran. That's how he said it. He said the Quran said it was gonna be different. Um what did he say? Different prophets for different people.
But isn't that trying to explain Muhammad as opposed to
Right, so
somebody
Muhammad was
new?
like theirs and like Jesus would be
Yeah.
the Israelites,
Moses is
and
for.
I think Fard Muhammad would have been theirs. Or Elijah Muhammad maybe would be theirs.
And then
Stuff like that.
The Fard Muhammad guy is a very interesting character when I went down that rabbit hole one day. I don't.
Yeah. But see, because I have talked to Pan, right? About like the Pan African movement and stuff, Marcus Garvey, and you see how the propaganda around him was versus how they see it on the other side. I feel like sometimes that could be happening there too. Like it makes me not 100% believe what the FBI is putting out about somebody.
Well, that's true. You can't really the FBI ain't to be trusted.
Right. Far Muhammad was not. I think he was mixed. I think he was supposedly mixed.
No, I think he was like Arab or something, maybe. But when you look and they try and say that he was like this white man, though, and they have like mugshots of him being in prison and things, and
looking like he was Italian.
Yeah, and it looks very similar. Like, oh, he looks like the same person, kind of.
They said that he was a I forgot the word that they used for it back then, but it was like a scam artist.
But after that one case that brought about fingerprints, do you know about that? I think the man's name was William something. It was two of them or whatever, and they ended up both in jail together. And they looked exactly alike, and they had the same name, and they were confused about it. It was William something. One was Will and one was William, and so that's why they ended up using fingerprints for people, because the jail was confused with these guys in there that looked exactly the same and had the same name.
Yeah, because they were saying that he was he was just a scammer, and he was going around scamming people and stuff, and then he all of a sudden became like he went into jail, got around some other people and shit, and came out charismatic occult leader.
Yeah, because they were like, he just like appeared in like 1934 and wherever they started it at, like.
And then I think he disappeared.
So I don't know.
He like appeared and then
maybe
disappeared.
He really was a prophet.
Oh Lord. Yeah, because it was like, what? Where did he go? Where did he come from and where did he go?
Because they were saying, I think on something like that, he came somewhere from in the Middle East. On his original.
Yeah, I think he was saying that. He was saying he came from the Middle East, and they was trying to say he was like American.
So it's kind of interesting.
But I'm saying he had kids and all of that, and then he just disappeared. I keep saying he might have he changed his name and did something else. He changed his name and did this and that, but it was like, it's still kind of weird. He just came and left, started a whole movement and disappeared. And the movement, people still in it.
Yeah, one of our biggest people was in it, Malcolm X.
It says Far's last known contact with the Nation of Islam was a letter sent from Mexico, which was received in March 1934. For decades after Far's disappearance, Elijah Muhammad maintained that Far was alive and well. He had diabetes and had to carry sugar packets. That man had diabetes?
Not insulin, sugar packets?
Yeah. I'm not reading this comment. He said he may have been deported. Yeah, they were saying that he was that he had been waiting an immigration hearing and was arrested. They were trying to say he was arrested using a different name because he was violating immigration laws in 1933. So I don't know. He had a lot of stuff surrounding him. Here. I don't know why I just think I'm about to read his crazy comments.
No, sir.
He was British? I actually could see that. Could you see a lot of black people following the British? I think so.
Well, I mean, weren't they the first ones to be the Hebrew Israelites? Weren't they first saying they was the 10 lost tribes? The British Israelism? In like the 1800s?
No, there's a recent biography of Noble Drew Ali. What? I'm gonna ask one of those FOI people.
British India. That's just India.
The British India.
Well, the British ran India until like 1949. The Queen of England was the Empress of India until 1949 when they got their independence. And then they went through like some wars with Pakistan with partition and dividing that up.
Oh, yeah, New Zealand. He did say something about that. He said that he was going to go back to New Zealand.
Can we block Joshua? Blocked.
He gonna come on his other page.
Right.
Damn. They said he was banned.
Who did that?
I was like, damn. Banned was crazy. And their comments removed. I was like, goodness.
I was just joking.
Hey, man, when I seen it, I'm like, my gosh. Banned was crazy. Hold on. I don't even know what to do with that.
He gonna take us to court.
This ain't 300 seconds. That shit crazy. It just did what it wanted to do. That was wild.
What's 300 seconds? 5 minutes?
I don't know. That was some wild stuff.
Do we go over everything?
I think so.
We
went over the we went over the tournament. It's going to be 5 debates, 10 weeks. They're going to start doing their what's it called? Face-offs pretty soon. We did the recap of the debate. Yeah, I want to see that again. We could play it again. I think if I could get to it.
What happened?
It's a really cool. I think that was a really good debate though too.
I do too.
So I hope that all of our barbarians and bar knights keep the bar high. No pun intended.
Oh yeah, they got They got big shoes to follow in the footsteps now. Gotta up your level.
He's back.
What happened yesterday on the bar?
Little disappointed in your bars, man. One, I lost some bar bucks on you because you didn't say what I thought you were gonna say. And two, last week, your freestyle versus Gideon was fucking fire. Like, what happened to me, man?
Got Lucifer versus Ewok from Star Wars. Well, I gotta stick with a beam from Star Wars. I'm about to bar night. 40 busting all over the place. It's a bar fight. You taking this debate?
I engage in prayer before the proceeding into today's event.
Hello.
Our Father, which art in heaven.
Are you playing something?
Debate my opponent. Ewok must prove that African genome exists in a total genetic vacuum, completely untainted by the lineages that shaped Neanderthals.
Like low.
But the hard genetic data.
I've been in contact with world leading experts in paleogenetics, paleogenomics,
it's really
low.
About
all that science without exception.
I don't know what to do with that.
There's a book titled Underground Asia that highlights activists from India and Southeast Asia traveling all over the world in the early 1900s. Fard Muhammad may have been one of them. Interesting.
Oh, you did hear it loud and clear? Okay, so it's just Tiffany.
I don't hear anything.
I didn't play it yet. I was playing it and then I stopped because you said you couldn't hear anything.
Today on the bar reloaded.
A little disappointed in your bars, man. One, I lost some bar bucks on you because you didn't say what I thought you were gonna say. And two, last week, your freestyle versus Gideon was fucking fire. Like, what happened to me, man?
Got Lucifer versus Ewok from Star Wars. Well, I gotta stick with a beam from Star Wars. I'm about to bar night. 40 busting all over the place. It's a bar fight. You taking this debate?
I engage in prayer before the proceeding into today's event. Our Father, which art in heaven.
This debate my opponent, Ewok must prove that African genomes exist in a total genetic vacuum, completely untainted by the lineages that shaped Neanderthals. But the hard genetic data.
I've been in contact with world leading experts in paleogenetics, paleogenomics, and population genetics. About talk to all that science without exception. I don't need to disprove it everywhere about everyone. I just need to show it fails somewhere about someone. And I intend to do far more than that.
All. You see what that says? You thought you was going to hang it up on the word all. In all sub-Saharan African populations, debate over.
The proportion
the ancestry
of a group NHRs that are NIRs ranges from 0.0 to 0.707 across populations. This is in the paper that he said I didn't read. They go
of its ancestry with moderns. It's right on the screen. So you're going to have to explain why DNA, mtDNA, and autosomes are shared between these two groups.
From chimpanzees, or that chimpanzees descend from us. Simply, we got the similarity from our common ancestor in exactly the same way that we got it from the Neanderthal, the common ancestor we share with
humans. It literally is going to say that in that same paper. Model B and C. A is like, isolated ancestry. B, you see introgression with anatomically modern humans.
B is proved ancestry of all Africans from the Neanderthal, the descent of them. But if you look over at the first one, A, anatomically modern human, that's what AMH stands for. You see there's no gene flow.
DNA segments can reveal your ancestors. Did you even pay attention? Did you take notes? Or are you just going to die on that hill?
Anytime he's talking about gene flow, he must use words like introgression, admixture, sex, interbreeding, because that's how you exchange genetic information. But you don't create descent through gene flow. Descent is birth. For the glory of the bar.
For the glory of the bar.
Right, I was like, okay, I got the glory of the bar in there that time. Okay, so we got it. The biography of Noble Drew Ali is by Jacob Dorman, The Princess and the Prophet. I mean, he's a, interesting character.
I don't really know anything about him. That's like the one Apollo follows, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is kind of, I don't know, because it's like he's different, because that's also the one that like the Khalil Shabazz follows, and they're different.
But isn't he NOI?
He's FOI. Well, he's both, I guess.
Well, because the FOI is like the militant faction of the NOI, right?
Yeah.
They like they like the barbarians in the bar, right? Like they
Was a showman and fabricated his background. Yeah. You think Khalil sucks? First of all, I think he's a great, what did you say yesterday? Orator. He's a great orator.
Yeah, he definitely has that NOI speech pattern down.
Yeah.
They all sound the same.
Yeah, because I don't know how to think about Noble Drew Ali. Like, I don't know whether I want to think that he is a scammer, but if something in me is just saying that it's not what he said he is, right? But then at the same time, he does have a mysterious coming and going, and then he also, it has lasted a long time.
That's true.
Like his teachings.
But I also feel like with that, you have to have someone to pass it down to, right? And they've done that as far as like Farrakhan and
Elijah Muhammad
and Elijah Muhammad, you know, like after him, they've had like a strong leader still. Because to me, that's what makes things like fall apart, is when you lose the leader,
or when your leader is like, because he would be, well, besides his scamming background, or like he was saying here, like the showman type background. Besides that, he doesn't have like marks like other cult leaders have. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be they sexually deviant, whether it's like they're, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to get everybody to commit suicide. You know what I'm saying? They abusing kids, they child abuse, stuff like that, or beating on people in their factions and all kinds of stuff. It's always something like heinous that usually happens, that, but he doesn't really have that kind of thing.
Well, that's good for me.
Oh yeah, I figured that part though. The link between the Moors and Shriners and all that. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to believe.
Because with the NOI, they're linked up with Scientology.
Right. Yeah, I just found that out from Pan, which is kind of weird because they're not the same.
But they believe in all that auditing stuff. Auditing your personality and stuff.
Auditing your personality?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know exactly, but it's like they make you go through like all these different tests and like audit your personality, and they don't believe in like mental health medication and stuff. You remember when Tom Cruise was like jumping on the couch?
I do remember that.
Yeah. I feel like they audit your personality, see how much money you give them.
I think it's supposed to come back after 300 seconds, Joshua.
He's still banned.
You know, also you deleted all of our messages. They did that.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, so I guess we can wrap it up.
Yep, so I don't have anything else. I think we touched on all the topics we had.
Yeah, and some more. I got the historian barbarian showing you her mystical historical skills. Bye, Joshua. See you in the back chat.
Bye.
Really? Scientology and auditing, right? He said Farrakhan was doing that. That's crazy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, they like push it on the members, I think. Like they got like a alliance.
Sellouts. They should just keep their little faction of religion because Scientology doesn't believe, they don't go with them.
Well, I was gonna say Scientology itself is not like, to be a Scientologist doesn't mean that you're not another religion, right? Like, can't you believe in like Jesus and still be a Scientologist?
Yeah. Said Ron Hubbard was a genius of a con man, biggest con since Genghis.
No, he was literally like a science fiction writer. Like, it's like if J.K. Rowling wrote a book about Harry Potter and we all started following the religion.
I could do that, I think.
I'm definitely a Volacadabra.
Because, Harry Potter's in my lineage, actually.
I'm a Ravenclaw.
In case anybody didn't know, Harry Potter is my grandfather. I know, it's hard to believe, but it's facts.
I don't know how old she is, being as though Harry Potter was born in the 90s, but...
He was not. The book about our history was born in the 90s. Thank you.
The book takes place in the 90s.
Excuse me. Excuse me. They're lying. Just like every other, fiction out here. You don't know when the Bible took place. You just try to place it. They're lying. It was not in the 90s. They placed it there just, for people to resonate with it. He's my grandfather. And the book gentrified our history lineage. That is all. The movies just, took it over and did some other stuff. Yeah, but I don't know.
There's supposed to be having the new Harry Potter TV show coming, so I don't know if you're ready for that.
They just, I don't even know why they sold our history to the mainstream media anyway.
Because J.K. Rowling's like the richest person in the UK now, I think. Like, she's richer than the Queen.
Do what they want with our history. This is my history
now.
It's my family history, though. It's just out there.
Well, do you know that someone sued her because there was a movie called, I think it was called Troll, that came out in the 1980s, and the character's name was Harry Potter, and he lived under the stairs, and it was very similar to Harry Potter, and they sued her, and she settled out of court for it, because I know the people that sued her for it.
Yeah, because she stole our history. I'm trying to tell you.
So you should check out Troll, because that was your first history.
your first history. All right, guys.
The first edition.
Well, we'll be seeing y'all next Monday right here to talk about all types of things debate related.
On the last call.
Tiffany and Honey. Later.
Let's call. Yeah, let's call. Lights low, we about to set it off. Tiffany Honey on the mic, yeah, we cutting through the top. Debates on deck, every ego getting checked. Bar reloaded in the building, better come correct. Sip slow, speak sharp, this the place where truth collide. Welcome to the last call, where the real ones never hide. It's the last call, baby. Pull up a seat, Tiffany Honey in the spotlight, bringing heat. Debaters in the bar, yeah, they love to compete. Reloaded conversations, every night's a new beat. So settle in, lean back, let the stories unfold. Last call is the place where the brave get bold.